Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spooky Chicken. We have another spooky hump day today, so I thought I'd come through and have a conversation with XXXTentacion. If you would please come forward, I would like to speak to you through the Necrophonic app. And before we do that, I'd like to show that my phone is on airplane mode. Okay, so it won't affect the K2 meter. We just like to make sure that's known every time. Alright, I'm going to start up the Necrophonic app and see if we can talk with XXXTentacion. Are you here, sweetheart? Hi. Sweetie, I wanted to talk to you and tell you thank you so much for the last interview. That was absolutely wonderful. I went through and heard some of the things that you said. And I do believe I heard you say your name on that. So I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for everything that you said. I'm sure I missed some of it. X, are you here? X, if you're here, can you say King Basic for me? You Alright, X, in our last session, you said that Trayvon was the one that shot you.
Yes.
Was he the one that actually fired on you, or was it the other guy? Well, another question I had was that you said Tank, and it kind of sounded like you said he was going to be at lockdown. Was that not what you said? Do you know that Tank is in prison? Do you know why he went to prison? Do you approve of what he did? Do you think it was right? Another thing I wanted to ask you, are you going to go to lockdown? Are you going to be at lockdown? At the lockdown show? Well, it meant the world for him for you to tell him that. Yeah, I do kind of hear you, but I have to listen back to this to make sure, like I did the last one. You know, I'm not putting that last one that the last session we had. I'm not gonna put that on up. No. Don't be sorry. I just felt like it would have compromised the reason why I called you to talk to you. I didn't call you down here for my son to ride your wave. You understand that? I want my son happy, and I want to see him. I want to see him with his dreams coming true. So I know you offered some advice, but I'm thinking that maybe I'll put this interview up. What do you think? So I know in the last one, I asked you as if I was going to put it up, and I wasn't sure, but I had asked you if you had one more thing that you could say to your fans. What would it be? This will be exciting to listen back to, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you said your name there a couple of times for me, didn't you? Can I ask, how are you doing now, spiritually? I've watched your interviews with Jody Dean. Do you remember Jody Dean? Now you do know that we've been checking out your theory of the 332 versus 440, right? My son is going to try and utilize that in his music. Is that okay with you? That was the point, to teach that, right? Now in our last session you said something about all wishes or done wishing. Who is that for? Now I thought I heard something about the lockdown. Is King Basic going to get noticed at the lockdown? We do know Danny Towers is going to be there. Is Ski Mask going to be there? Alright, sweetie, I do have another question.
Here.
Do you remember when you touched that ball right there on our last session? Well, my husband says that it's easier for you to touch that ball than to touch that box. He said that box is too hard for you to touch. Is that true? All you have to do is go right up to that box and pick it up. Just grab it. And it'll set it off. Are you able to do that? Or is it too hard? Can you touch that box for me? And just show me that it's not too hard for you? Please? Thank you. You're not able to touch it? Would you be able to touch the ball again? Is that easier? Have you heard any of my son's music? Did you just say you think it's dope? What do you think his best song is that he does? Alright, XXX, is there any way, sweetheart, that you can show me for sure that you are here? Can you touch the box or touch the ball for me, please? Yeah, you can throw it. If you can throw that ball, throw it. Can you move that box or the ball at all?
Sure.
Alright, well, I guess that just takes too much energy from you. Well, I really do appreciate you coming back to talk to me again. I would love to talk to you again a little bit more about spiritualism.
No.
Will you come back and talk to me again?
Right.
I'd love to hear your views. Alright, I'm gonna say goodnight.
Yeah.
Can you say goodnight? Night. Well, thank you so much for coming through and talking to me. You have a great night, okay? And you'll come back and see me? Thank you. Thank you very much for everything. You're a good kid. This world missed out and losing you. You have a good night, sweetheart. Thank you for talking. Alright. Well, we didn't get any reaction to the K2 meter or the actual ball going off. I'm not sure if I can stick just a clip in from the last one, but I really don't feel comfortable in putting up the last interview simply because that was not really the reason why I called on this young man and talked to him. It was for personal reasons for my son. And XXX is the very, very first and one and only even slightly famous person that I've tried to get a hold of. I've never tried that before. I've only dealt with the spirits that are right here in my house, my spirit dolls, and things like that. So this was my first attempt. Well, of course, this is my second attempt. And like I said, I don't know. I'll have to look at the clip and see if I can add the clip where he had lit that ball up. But he had lit it up for a reason, because I was trying to tell him goodnight and goodbye, and he lit it up to continue to talk to me because he had something very important to say. And it really was important, and it was I thank you so much for talking to me if you did. I appreciate it. Well, I hope you'll come back and talk to me again. Entree, thank you so much. Thank you. My son's gonna love that. Thank you so much. Good night. Oh, thank you so much for moving that ball. Oh my goodness. You're a great young man. You're unbelievable. I hear video, and editing, of course, will make it pretty much clear. But it kind of sounded to me like he said his name at least a couple of times, which is great, because last time he only said it once, but he said his entire name. So hopefully we got it that way this time, where he said his name. He does know and understand that I am going to put this on the Spooky Chicken, and I just wanted to ask if there's anybody out there that, you know, still feels the love for X and knows the loss. Me personally, I didn't know of him until after his death. I didn't know anything about him. I really didn't know much about rap music until my son became an artist. But the thing that really got to me about this young man, XXX, was the fact that he was such an enlightened soul. I listened to a lot of his interviews and his live streams, and he just seemed to have an amazing concept with spirituality, and you could tell through his interviews how much he grew. So I was very, very impressed with the young man, and I really wanted to speak with him because he was a young man and he died at 20 years old. So it was a great loss to so many, so many. And even today, his memory is kept alive through XXXTentacion. And my son is part of that. He is a member of a group. He's also performing at a show that on the last session, X came through and actually said the name of the show, and it was quite a surprise, everything that he had said. But again, I really don't want to put that video up because then I feel like the reason that I called him was wrong. I'm not out to ride anybody's waves, and my son's not out to ride anybody's waves. He's a very good artist, and he will make it. So, I don't know. I think that was a very interesting session. If you feel the same, comment down below. I appreciate everybody tuning into this, and I hope you will like, subscribe, comment down below. And definitely when you subscribe, if you hit that little bell notification, it just lets you know that I've uploaded a video. As soon as I upload it, you'll be the first one to be able to watch it. So tune in, and we'll see you on the next Spooky Hump Day. This is Julie with Spooky Chicken. Y'all have a wonderful evening. See you next time.